Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Moufin Off. I'm your boy, Zeke McCoy. And tonight, normally I try and keep these videos right around 5 minutes, 6 minutes. I know a lot of people don't like watching YouTube for too long, but tonight I need y'all to stick with me on this one here because I got some shit to talk about. So, without further ado, let's get this thing crack-a-lacking. Tonight I'm going to start out talking about a certain situation that went down with somebody that I know. Long story short, this person ended up choking out, his other half a couple times. When he called me and got my advice and talked to me about it and whatnot. Like I said, I'm not going to use any names. I don't want to put the person out there like that, but there's something. This mainly for the guys. The guys need to hear this here, But anyway, I got a call, and it was this person here venting about what was going on between him and his other half. Basically, when he gets mad enough, his way of lashing out is to physically wrap his hands around someone's throat. When he told me the circumstances of why he did it, I responded to him that he had what I call a choking problem, and he needed to fix it. He responded back to me saying that he didn't think it was a problem because this woman was the only woman that he had ever choked. And I'm like, that doesn't make a difference. And here's the circumstances behind, him behind him choking this woman. There was one incident where he wanted answers about something and she just gave him the silent treatment. So he got mad and he choked her. Okay. There was a second incident where she said something that he thought was just absolutely stupid. He didn't like what she said, or it just didn't make any sense, and he choked her. The third incident that I'm aware of was they were in an argument, and I guess he was yelling, and she yelled back at him, and he ended up choking her. So after listening to that, I'm like, dude, you got a choking issue. You got a problem. And he's like, I don't think it's a problem because she's the only one that I've ever choked. She's the only one that can make me that mad. So I don't see that as a problem. I'm like, okay, you try telling that shit to a judge or a jury when you choke her ass out and kill her, because that's where you're headed to. You try using that defense that you don't think it's a problem, or you didn't think it was a problem because she was the only one. And nobody's buying that shit. We went on and we talked and whatnot, and he's like, we just went back and forth about it being a problem, or it's not a problem. And I'm like, look, man, we all get pushed to the edge, and I'm talking about the guys here. You know what I'm saying? Women, yeah, we push y'all to the edge too, but I'm speaking to the guys right now. We all get pushed to the edge. And, there's been times I've been mad and I've actually, put my hands on somebody before, and it was wrong then, it was wrong, it's wrong now. Once I put my hands on that person, I got my ass away from that person because, I'm not about to let this person make me, or pull me outside of myself to where I end up in prison, lose everything or end up killing this person. You know what I'm saying? I got peeps in prison right now that, you know, as far as I know, never put their hands on a woman before, and then one night they got into a fight. She ended up dead, and now he's sitting in prison. But, you know, this man here has never put his hands on a woman before. So, you know, things like that happen. It shouldn't. You know, we got to take ourselves out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? The judge and jury don't want to hear that shit. And, you know, then he goes on to say, well, you know, I'm human. Okay, try that shit in court. You know, well, Your Honor, or judge, you know, jury, you know, I'm human. You know, don't nobody want to hear that shit, man. You know, that can be the difference between, you know, you spending your life in prison or them bringing the motherfucking electric chair to your door. You know what I'm saying? And we all gotta stop and think before we do something. You know, a lot of us have worked our asses off to get what we got and to get to where we are, and one simple little incident can destroy everything that you work for, everything that we work for. You know what I'm saying? Male or female. You know, one simple little thing, one thing, can wipe away everything that you've worked for your whole damn life. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth that shit, man. You know, take a few seconds if you can. You know, if you can. Like I said, I know we all get mad. I know, you know, some of us have tempers. You know, I'm the worst at that shit. You know, when I get mad, nobody calm me down. You know, that's why I stay away from people. You know, I don't go anywhere. You know, I chill. I'm a homeboy. You know, if you can avoid that mess, man, avoid it. Like I said, I'm talking to the guys now. You know what I'm saying? You know, if we can avoid certain situations, you know, avoid it. Some people push us to the limits to where we get mad, we don't think, and we go off of our first mind, off of impulse and whatnot, and that's why we end up in prison, in jail and whatnot, man, and it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line, it's not worth it. You know, what I'm trying to tell, you know, this person, you know, it's never okay to wrap your hands around a woman's throat, man. You know, to y'all that's not familiar with the laws around here and whatnot, you know, having a domestic on your record is almost worse than a murder. You can't own any guns. You can't even own a bullet. You can't, you know, you can't do anything if you got a domestic on your record, man. You know, and then he goes on to ask me, so if you were at your job and you ended up choking your boss, do you think you should get another job, or do you think you should never work again? You know, I'm like, okay, that's a good question. You know, if my attitude was the same as your attitude about certain things, whatnot, then no, I don't think I should work on anybody else's job. I mean, because people are going to look at, you know, if he choked this person out, shit, if I make him mad, you know, he end up choking my ass out, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just the way they look at things, man. You know, not everybody going to give you a second chance to correct your attitude or to correct your mistakes and whatnot. Not everybody, and this is the way you have to look at things. You know, yeah, I want to work, you know what I'm saying, because I'm a good worker, I'm a hard worker, whatnot, but, you know what I'm saying, if I'm looking at somebody's resume or I'm looking at somebody's, you know, reference and whatnot, and it shows that, you know, you have, you know, the tendency to choke somebody or choke your boss or whatnot when you get mad, no, I'm not taking a chance on you. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not dealing with that, because if you put your hands on me, I'm gonna take your ass away from here. You got to went from here. You know what I'm saying? And that's just bottom line. So, you know, to keep all of that down, I'm not gonna even bother hiring your ass. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way, you know, some people look at it. This is the way you have to look at it. You know, we all get pushed to our limit sometime, but enough of us don't sit back and think about what our next move is going to be, and then the only time we sit and think about what our next move is going to be is when we're sitting off in somebody's cage and we are waiting a court date. You know what I'm saying? Now, talking to the lawyer and all this stuff here and expressing yourself to the lawyer and whatnot, you know, trying to convince the lawyer that you're a good person and that, you know, you're not a danger to society, that ain't going to help you now. You know what I'm saying? Next step, you're going to end up choking some damn body, and you're going to choke them too long, and they're going to end up losing their lives, and then your ass going to be sitting in prison talking about trying to convince a jury or your attorney or the judge that you're not a danger, that you didn't mean to do it, that you should be a free man, and it's not going to happen that way, man. You know, get that shit right, man. You know, I'm telling you this here because I've seen people go down this road, and this is what it led to. I'm trying to stop you before you go that way. You know, I'm going to end it right here. I didn't mean to keep y'all this long. Let's get this shit together, guy. You know what I'm saying? Man, keep your hands off them women. Keep your hands off other people. They killing motherfuckers now. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's sitting back and letting you jack up on them, bully them, or choke them out. Man, people are not sitting back doing that stuff anymore. You know, you think about that. You know, you wrap your hands around some woman's throat. She end up getting her hands on the gun, whatnot, taking you away from here. She ain't about to do a day in jail. You know what I'm saying? That's self-defense, man. You know what I'm saying? That's with anybody, not only a woman, you know, a man. Think about that shit. Ain't none of this shit worth your life, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? That shit right, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Subscribe to my video. Like me. I'll holler at you next time. Peace.